Boyfriend masturbates daily but never wants sex. Hey everyone, welcome back to Plot Tales Daily. If you enjoy crazy stories and dramatic tales, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps with the algorithm and helps us grow, so we can keep bringing you more of the content you love. Let's dive into today's story. Okay, so I, 23F, have been dating my boyfriend, 26M, for about a year now. When we first started dating, we couldn't keep our hands off each other. It was wild. We were doing it anywhere and everywhere. Now it's like once a week if I'm lucky. I don't know if I'm going crazy or what, but every time I try to initiate, he pushes me away, says he's tired or not in the mood. Yet here's the thing. I've caught him masturbating almost daily. Like, why? I'm not trying to be a prude or anything, but I need some answers. I confronted him about it, asked if he's not attracted to me anymore, if something's changed. And you know what he says? I'm just depressed, babe. It's not you, I just don't feel like having sex. Okay, cool, but how do you have the energy to jerk off every day then? I even tried to ask if he was watching porn or thinking about someone else, but he got all defensive and swore up and down that he wasn't. Things got rocky between us because twice I found out he was texting other girls. Just casual stuff, but still. He called it harmless and we decided to work through it. But now, with the lack of sex, I'm really feeling like he's checked out on me. He says he loves me, finds me attractive, blah blah blah, but it's like nothing I do seems to turn him on anymore. Last week I lost it, like completely blew up. I came home early and there he was in the bathroom, door cracked open. He didn't even notice me standing there just doing his thing. I barged in like, seriously, again? He jumped and fumbled with his pants, mumbling some excuse about how he just needed to release stress. I felt humiliated, honestly. I broke down right there and asked, why is this okay but touching me isn't? He looked at me with this pathetic look, said, I don't know, I'm just comfortable doing it myself. I mean, what even is that answer? Comfortable? Like, am I that repulsive to you now? He tried to hug me saying it's not like that, but I pushed him away. I didn't want to be touched by him at that moment. After that, we didn't talk for 2 days. The silence was so loud, you know? I was sitting there just stewing in my own thoughts, wondering if I was crazy or if this was a sign that our relationship was going downhill fast. Fast forward a couple of days and we're out with friends at a bonfire. He's laughing, joking around like nothing's wrong, acting like he's the most chill guy on the planet. Then, out of nowhere, one of our friends makes a joke about their sex life. Something like, at least my right hand's not my best friend. Everyone laughs except me. I'm just staring at him, daring him to look me in the eyes. He did this awkward chuckle and then went completely silent. It's like he knew I was pissed and he just couldn't face me. Later, when we were walking home, I snapped. I asked him why he could joke around about stuff like that with friends, but couldn't be honest with me. He looked so frustrated, like I was the problem here, and said, can we not do this now? Not everything has to be a drama. Drama? Are you kidding me? I screamed at him right there in the street. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I told him that I felt like he was hiding something, that the only reason he doesn't want to touch me is that he's either not into me or into someone else. He went dead silent. No denial, no nothing. I went through his stuff. Yeah, I know it's wrong or whatever, but I was desperate for answers. And you know what I found? An entire stash of old love letters from an ex. He said he wasn't in contact with her, but those letters were recent, like from a few months ago. I confronted him, threw the letters at him, and demanded an explanation. He looked defeated, like he didn't even have the energy to lie anymore. He admitted that he still had feelings for her, but he wasn't cheating physically, just emotionally. I just stood there, numb. Like, what do I even say to that? So all this time he was lying and I was the idiot trying to fix us. I asked him why he stayed with me if he still had feelings for her, and he said, I thought I could move on, but I guess I'm just broken. Broken. Like he's the victim here. I was furious. I told him he doesn't get to be the broken one after lying to me for months, making me feel like I was the problem. I packed my stuff that night. I didn't care where I was going. I just knew I had to get out. He didn't stop me, didn't even try. He just sat there on the couch, head in his hands, saying, I'm sorry. Over and over again. It was pathetic, honestly. I don't know if he was sorry for hurting me or just sorry that he got caught. I stayed at a friend's place and we talked all night. I cried more than I thought was possible. My friend kept saying I deserved better, that I shouldn't settle for a guy who didn't even try to fix things when it mattered. And I knew she was right, but it didn't make the pain go away. Update. So a few weeks later, I'm trying to get back on my feet. He's been texting me saying he misses me, asking if we can talk. But here's the thing. I don't think I want to talk. I've heard all his excuses, all his apologies. I'm done with it. He even had the nerve to say he's going to therapy now to deal with his issues. I didn't even respond. He sent me this long message about how he realized he was using masturbation as a way to disconnect from the reality of his feelings. How he was scared of intimacy because he didn't want to be vulnerable. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, congratulations on your self-discovery, But you could have figured this out before you messed with my head, right? Today, his ex reached out to me on social media. Apparently, he told her everything about us, about how he still had feelings for her, and how he was confused. She apologized to me, said she had no idea he was even dating someone seriously. We ended up talking for hours, and honestly, it felt weirdly good. Like we both realized he was the common denominator in this mess, and neither of us was at fault. She told me that he had a history of doing this, that I wasn't the first girl he strung along while he was still emotionally invested in someone else. It made me feel a little less crazy, knowing it wasn't just me, that I wasn't overreacting or imagining things. I'm officially done with him. I blocked him on everything, told him to never contact me again. He tried one last time, showed up at my friend's place with some dumb love letter, saying he was ready to commit to me now, that he's changed. I laughed in his face, told him, "You had your chance and you blew it. Don't make this harder than it already is." And that's it. I'm moving on. I don't know what's next, but I know I'm better off without his baggage weighing me down. To anyone going through something similar, trust your gut. Don't let someone make you feel like you're not enough when they're the ones who can't get their shit together. TLDR. My boyfriend jerked off every day but didn't want to touch me, lied about his feelings for his ex, and now I'm done wasting my time on a guy who never knew what he wanted.